The Day Sam Learns About His Family by Emily Cotterill. Sam came home from school upset. He had been teased throughout the day about the way he looked. Sam had a different shade of skin to the other children at school, and to his parents too. Sam walked into the kitchen. He could smell the dinner his mom was cooking. He loved the way his mom's cooking smelled. Mom turned around. "Hello, Sam. How was your day?" "I didn't have a good day, Mom. The children at school teased me because I looked different to them and to you and Dad as well," replied Sam. Mom knew this day would come, where Sam would start recognizing the differences. Mom went to sit at the kitchen table and asked Sam to come sit with her. "Sam, you were given to us as a baby. Dad and I couldn't have a child of our own, so we adopted you to be our son. We love you very much, and you must never worry about the way." Sam looked dazed, as this was a lot to take in. Sam looked at his mom in the eyes and asked, "So, who are my real parents?" "We don't know much about your real parents, but we know a little about who your grandparents are and where they used to live. If you like, we could take you around tomorrow and show you the few things that we know about them." Sam liked the idea of learning about his history and agreed to his mom's idea. Sam then went off to get ready for dinner. The next morning, Sam rushed downstairs to have breakfast. When he got to the kitchen, his parents were already sitting at the kitchen table eating breakfast. "Good morning, Mom and Dad." "Good morning, son," they replied in unison. Once they finished breakfast, they all got into the car and off they went to the first stop of the day. This was where Sam's grandparents on his mother's side used to live. The car pulled up to a block of flats. Sam and his parents got out the car. The flats weren't looked after well. Sam could hear loud music booming out of the flats with people walking in and out as if in a hurry. "Your grandparents who lived here were Sharon and Patrick. They lived here almost all their lives. Sharon grew up in the area, but your granddad moved here when he was in his 20s. Patrick originally came from a traditional Zulu tribe." Mom walked up to Sam and handed him a photo. "These are your grandparents. This photo was taken outside these flats," explained Mom. Sam looked at the photo. He could see that he looked similar to his grandparents. His granddad Patrick had a rich dark skin, and his grandmother had a lighter shade of brown, which was very much like his own skin. Sam put the photo in his pocket, took some photos of his own, and then got into the car and they set off. "Where are we going now?" asked Sam. "We are going to see the tribe where your granddad grew up," replied Dad. The Zulu village was small, with huts spread out in a semicircle. Sam could hear them singing and dancing, but couldn't see them. Sam jumped out of the car and ran off to find where the singing and dancing was coming from. As Sam turned the corner, he saw the tribe singing and dancing around a fire. Sam was amazed at their rhythm. Once the tribe had finished their dancing and singing, Sam's parents went to ask one of the elders if they knew of Patrick. The elder did know of Patrick and explained that he grew up with Patrick. The elder invited Sam into his hut and told him of a story when he and Patrick were growing up. Sam was thrilled by these stories. Once the stories were finished, the elder took Sam to learn a traditional warrior dance. Sam enjoyed spending time with the tribe and learning about their traditions. In the afternoon, Sam and his parents got into the car to go see where his grandparents on his father's side used to live. The car pulled up to a house with a long driveway with lots of trees. The house was a light orange color. Sam liked the way the house looked. As they were standing by the car, Dad pulled out a photo of the grandparents. This is Shivani and Dave, your father's parents. Sam looked at the photo and noticed they were dressed in a way he had never seen before. What are they wearing, Dad? Your grandparents were Hindu. They dressed this way because of their religion. Sam walked around for a while taking photos and then got into the car. That evening, Sam went to his parents. Thank you so much for today. I really enjoyed learning about my grandparents. I love you both very much, and I'm so glad I have you as parents. As Sam finished speaking, Mom handed him a box. This is for you, Sam. I've been waiting for the right moment to give it to you. Sam opened up the box. It was a quilt. It was made up of squares, and on every square was a picture. There was a square for both sets of grandparents, and then pictures of him and his family. You are a true South African child. You have such rich heritage in your bloodstream, and you must never let anyone tell you that you are different. You are a very special young boy. It's not what's on the outside that counts, but what is on the inside that counts most.